Why do GM's ambitious plans for electric vehicles often fall short? From missed production targets to challenges with affordability and technology, let's see what's really happening behind the scenes. In the heart of the American auto industry, General Motors made a promise that Mary Barr set an ambitious target: to produce a whopping 400,000 EVs in North America by the middle of 2024. This was all part of a grand strategy to introduce over 30 new EV models by 2025, aiming to position GM as a leader in the rapidly growing EV market. The plan was as exciting as it was challenging. GM was ready to take the wheel and steer the future of automotive technology. However, the road to this electric dream was filled with potholes, production issues, and overly optimistic growth projections soon became speed bumps, forcing GM to revise its plans multiple times. By the time 2023 rolled around, GM had only sold 76,000 EVs. The majority of these were outdated Chevy Bolts, a far cry from the cutting-edge EV models GM had envisioned. Despite a commendable 42% year-over-year increase in early 2024, GM found itself struggling to meet its revised targets of producing 200,000 to 250,000 EVs by the end of 2024. Despite some growth, GM's struggle to scale production and meet its initial targets highlighted significant operational challenges. It was a clear indication of the gap between promise and execution, a gap that GM was finding hard to bridge. The journey to becoming an EV leader was proving to be more complex than anticipated. It wasn't just about setting ambitious targets, but also about having the operational prowess to achieve them. GM's experience served as a reminder that the road to an electric future was not going to be a smooth ride, but a journey filled with twists, turns, and the occasional roadblock. How is GM planning to overcome the challenges posed by Tesla's current dominance in the North American EV market? General Motors has set its sights on an all-electric future, aiming to transition completely to electric vehicles by 2035. This ambitious plan is backed by a whopping $35 billion investment, reflecting GM's commitment to lead the charge in the EV market and achieve carbon neutrality by 2040. The automotive giant is pulling out all the stops to outpace Tesla, the current EV frontrunner, by 2026. GM's goal is to dominate the North American EV scene, but the road to this electric utopia is paved with challenges. One of the first hurdles GM needs to clear is optimizing its production lines. This is no small feat, considering the scale of GM's operations and the significant changes required to shift from traditional combustion engines to electric powertrains. Another stumbling block is the development of Ultium battery technology. This tech is crucial for GM's EV plans, but setbacks in its development could delay the rollout of new models. Software issues are also causing GM headaches. As vehicles become more reliant on advanced software systems, any glitches or failures could have significant implications for the performance and safety of GM's EVs. Despite these challenges, GM is forging ahead with its EV lineup. One of the most anticipated models is the Cadillac Lyriq, which GM hopes will rival Tesla's offerings. However, the Lyriq has faced delays, and its success is far from guaranteed in a market dominated by Tesla. The path to full electrification by 2035 is also littered with program cancellations. These cancellations indicate that GM's journey towards an all-electric future is not as smooth as it might have hoped. A recent study found the number of folks considering an EV for their next ride has dropped a notch. Last year, 26% of car shoppers said they were very likely to go electric, but this year, that number dipped to 24%. Even those who said they were overall likely to consider an EV fell from 61% to 58%. So, what's causing this EV enthusiasm slump? Well, it turns out that many would-be EV owners are still worried about the usual suspects: affordability and driving range. With fuel prices taking a dip, high inflation, and interest rates that are through the roof, it's no surprise that some folks are having second thoughts about making the switch to electric. How do you think this technological leap will impact other automakers? This radical shift comes as customers are increasingly ready for EVs, with experts predicting US EV volumes to hit an average of 3 million units by 2030. To keep up with this demand and contribute to a greener planet, GM unveiled its new technology at a week-long event in Warren, Michigan. When combined with GM's powerful Ultium batteries, select vehicles could offer an impressive range. We're talking about a GM estimated electric range of over 300 miles on a full charge, with some vehicles capable of going from 0 to 60 miles an hour in as little as 3 seconds. The Ultium battery system is unique, with large-scale, high-energy cells engineered in partnership with LG Energy Solution. These cells use advanced chemistry and a smart design optimized for a broad portfolio of EVs. The flat shape of the battery packs allows for efficient stacking, reducing wasted space and simplifying the cooling system. What's more, Ultium batteries can be stacked either vertically or horizontally, making them adaptable to different vehicle designs. Whether it's trucks, SUVs, crossovers, or performance vehicles, Ultium batteries can be integrated seamlessly. But here's the best part. Ultium batteries come with a digital programming feature. This means that as new chemistry becomes available, the battery management system can digitally update the modules, keeping your EV up to date with the latest technology. But it's not all smooth sailing. GM's Ultium battery technology has faced significant production challenges. Despite efforts to streamline production and enhance efficiency, GM has struggled with automated battery line alignment and scaling issues. These challenges have affected GM's ability to meet demand and achieve cost competitiveness in the EV market. In 2024, CEO Mary Barra is shaping up to be a pivotal year for GM, dubbing it the year of execution. The goal is to strike a balance between profitability in EVs and maintaining a lucrative ICE portfolio. Despite a few bumps on the road, GM is setting its sights high, aiming for a moderate single-digit profit margin by 2025. Will GM's year of execution in 2024 live up to the hype despite these setbacks? The company initially planned to produce 400,000 Ultium-based EVs by mid-2024. However, they've had to bump the brakes a bit, now aiming for 200,000 to 300,000 units in 2024. Well, a few hiccups have cropped up. There is a stop delivery order for the Chevy Blazer EV due to a software glitch, production constraints from an automation equipment supplier, and a halt in the BrightDrop Zevo 600 and 400 electric vans because of battery module shortages. But it's not all doom and gloom. Barra shared some good news too. Battery costs has dropped a whopping 45% in the past year. That's a big deal, considering batteries are one of the most expensive components in EVs. Plus, GM's robotaxi and autonomous vehicle subsidiary Cruise is gearing up for a relaunch in 2024, which Barra believes is a huge opportunity. Now, let's talk about the star players in GM's lineup. The Chevy Equinox EV, the Chevy Silverado EV RST, and the GMC Sierra EV Denali are all facing delays. But Barra is betting big on the big Chevy Blazer and Equinox. They're aiming for that sweet spot where affordability meets demand. With more charging infrastructure popping up, GM is hoping these models will help them hit their profitability targets. Despite the challenges, Barra is optimistic. She's confident that 2024 is going to be a high-performance year for GM, and she's not ready to hang up her keys just yet. Barra recently celebrated her 10th anniversary as CEO and has made it clear she's not ready to retire. So, what does all of this mean for GM and the EV market? Could GM's ambitious EV goals be too much, too soon? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, and if you found it informative, share it with your friends and subscribe to our channel for more.